I think we're just getting started, here on the Brick Zone. My name is Will, and welcome back to another segment of MOC Mode. Today I have my custom LEGO Master Chief. I made this figure many years ago, back when I was little. At the time, Halo Mega Bloks did not exist, so I decided to make my own Master Chief, just because I really liked Halo. And I still really like Halo today. Anyway, before I get to the custom stuff, let's get the non-custom stuff out of the way. The base of this figure is a plain green torso, green legs with black belt and black hands. For the helmet, I used a motorcycle helmet with that opaque gold visor there. Other than that stuff, everything else is pretty much customized. And back then, at the time, customized to me meant get a Sharpie and color stuff, and get some pliers and cut stuff. So that's exactly what I did here with this figure. And this figure of Master Chief here is very special to me because I used him in a lot of my early stop motions on my first channel, which was way more successful than my channel now here on the Brick Zone, in my opinion. Just on, measuring on the amount of views and I guess subs in the amount of time. Just because there weren't really all that many LEGO channels at the time, so my stuff pops up first, I guess. Anyway, that's another story. But yeah, very special. And one of the more popular uploads or stop motions was Master Chief versus Batman. So if you guys dig hard enough, you can probably find that on my old channel somewhere. But yeah, onto the custom stuff. Like I said, Sharpies and cutting. The main, I guess the most Sharpied and cut up thing here is his suit, and that is made from an old LEGO astronaut suit, which used to be white, and now it's covered in black Sharpie in the center and green Sharpie along the sides and on the back. Can probably see that white better there on the back. Anyway, I thought it looked like Master Chief's armor, I guess the Mark V, Mark VI armor, and so I used it. And for a lot of those stop motions that I just mentioned earlier, or just now I guess, he didn't have the motorcycle helmet. He actually had the rest of that astronaut suit, but eventually I ended up cutting that off entirely so that it was exposed, because I didn't like how I couldn't turn his head like this, like with this helmet, with the motorcycle helmet. So with the motorcycle helmet I can pose his head in different ways and stuff, because he was pretty limited with the old style. And in those stop motions I mentioned, he does have that old style, and he can't look in any different direction. He can just look forward, which is kind of a bummer. And even the visor, this piece hadn't even been released, so I had to use one of those old ogle visor pieces, or the dome kind, and I had to cut that, and it just looked pretty bad. So that's what it would really look like if you want to see the very original, classic version of this. But as is, this is slightly updated with that helmet. Anyway, some more Sharpie stuff. You can see some stuff there on the arms. I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but yeah, I think you kind of can. I colored in some black, just because I thought there was some black on Master Chief's suit. If you look real hard, you can see that his legs are a little frayed there, a little cut up. And as a kid, that was supposed to be battle damage to me. And I guess it still looks battle damage to me now, really. Yeah, you can really just see how cut up it is from the side. Excuse me. But yeah, that's pretty much it for his body. And he comes armed with dual SMGs, Halo 2 style. And I made those as well, so we can just raise them up. Some dual wielding. Anyone who misses dual wielding in Halo, leave a comment below, because I certainly do. But yeah, those I made out of, I guess in LEGO you would call it, they'd be used for either space rifles, because they would have a scope at the end, and they're slightly longer. But like I said, I cut up a lot of stuff for my custom stuff back then, and made them shorter so they would look more like SMGs. And I also had some dark gray, or just gray pegs, which I also cut up and I put at the ends to also make them look slightly more like SMGs. And I don't know, I think they do the trick. Yeah, they look fine to me. That's just what they look like. And I think the last thing I just didn't go over was his face underneath there. the moment, he looks kind of funny right now. He can barely see out of the edge of the bottom edge of the helmet there, but there he is. That's what Master Chief looks like, everyone, underneath the helmet. So, just a regular smiling Lego guy. But yeah, I think that about does it for this custom, custom Lego Master Chief of mine. Like I said, very special to me, which is why I still have it built here today. I haven't really used it in anything in a while. Maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll use it somewhere. But yeah, I feel like I've said this about 3 times now, but that about does it. What do you guys think of it? Is it awful? It probably is by other people's standards, but I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you like it? Can you recognize it as Master Chief? I know that the motorcycle helmet is way too round. It needs, like, that flattened kind of top above the visor. But whatever, I didn't really do that. Maybe I could add that with, like, clay or Play-Doh or something. Do you like the custom SMGs I made there? What do you think of my techniques of, like, cutting and using Sharpie? Are they kind of lame? Probably lame. I should look into, like, actual customization, like getting paints from hobby stores or something, because that would look a lot better than this. At least for future ones. Anyway, yeah, just your overall thoughts on this figure, if you want to leave any in the comments, would be highly appreciated. Other than that, like or dislike the video, depending on if you liked it or disliked it, and come back for more video reviews and stop motions here on the Brick Zone, along with more customs here on MOC Mode. Thanks.